Ukrainian infantrymen find themselves in a dangerous situation, urgently needing immediate support. A Bradley surges into the danger zone at full speed to evacuate its trapped soldiers. By precious time, cluster munitions are unleashed to slow the enemy advance. The Bradley arrives and opens fire on Russian positions, covering the evacuation as they struggle to recover. The Bushmaster cannon tears through the wooded area, clearing a path that lets them slip safely out of the danger zone. Ukrainian scouts survey the area, and intelligence teams transmit the coordinates to the Abrams for the strike. The Abrams rolls in and finishes the job. Multiple Russian APCs push forward. One vehicle is crippled by a mine, but the rest press on as the column splits. The lead group reaches its objective, only to run straight into devastating Ukrainian artillery. At the same time, a drone targets one of the vehicles, setting the APC ablaze as it burns on the battlefield. The second group continues its advance. The tanks breach the mine barriers and reach the designated forest clearing, where the armored vehicles halt, becoming easy targets as AFU drones and artillery strike them relentlessly. As some attempt to escape, a drone strike halts the first APC, while a mine stops the second from getting away. The final drone completes the operation. Ukrainian tank crews avoid closing in on the enemy in Soviet-made tanks, fully aware of how vulnerable they are. One such tank can be seen approaching Russian positions to within a few dozen meters. The risk is extreme. Russian troops can use anti-tank grenades to disable or destroy the vehicle. Without additional protection, a direct hit could cause the tank to explode, as even light anti-tank weapons are capable of knocking out Soviet-designed armor. At times, Ukrainian crews are fortunate, and the grenades pass just overhead without striking the tank. In this footage of a deadly duel, a Russian tank positioned on the edge of a village engages in combat with a Ukrainian tank. The initial shell missed. In response, the Ukrainian tank returns fire, striking the Russian tank directly. Another intense tank duel unfolds. One tank advances while the other lies in ambush. At the decisive moment, the hidden tank delivers a crushing strike, destroying the advancing Russian vehicle. The armored vehicle sought cover deep within the forest, but their attempt to hide proved unsuccessful. Ukrainian forces launched HIMARS strikes. This was followed by ignition and secondary detonations, with ammunition erupting and streaking outward in multiple directions like flashes of light. American-supplied HIMARS systems have proven effective in destroying armored columns in Ukraine. In this footage, Ukrainian forces used the system to destroy a large column of Russian armored vehicles. The entire column is destroyed using the system with devastating effect. Here is another video showing the formation and sudden destruction of a Russian military vehicle convoy. Faced with strikes this powerful and accurate, the convoy stands no chance. There is simply no time to flee. HIMARS can also be used effectively in urban environments, delivering precise strikes from long range. HIMARS rockets have a range of about 80 km with standard GMLRS. Extended rockets and missiles can reach 150 km to over 300 km. Because of their long range, these systems are especially effective in urban environments, allowing strikes to be launched from far beyond the battlefield. This enables precise engagement of targets inside cities while reducing the risk to frontline crews and nearby forces. No matter where Russian forces attempt to conceal their high-value vehicles, HIMARS can be employed to destroy them after they are located by drones. This multi-million-dollar Russian BM-21 Grad MLRS is completely destroyed. A Russian T-62M tank concealed under camouflage. However, precision-guided HIMARS strikes are capable of accurately targeting such positions. This is one of the main reasons they are extremely difficult for the enemy to counter. In addition to HIMARS, drones have played a significant role in the destruction of armored columns. In the Donetsk region, drone pilots from the Magura Birds unit conduct strikes against Russian supply trucks carrying ammunition and weapons to frontline positions. Another Russian vehicle used in assaults on Ukrainian positions is struck. In this case, the vehicle does not detonate but catches fire. Personnel in the area attempt to respond but are unable to control the situation as the vehicle burns. Ukrainian drone intelligence identified a Russian convoy preparing an assault on Ukrainian positions. In response, Ukrainian operators deployed kamikaze drones to engage the advancing forces. Facing unexpected resistance, Russian units abandoned their assault and began to pull back. As the withdrawal unfolded, Ukrainian drone crews coordinated with artillery to target the retreating armored vehicles, preventing an organized escape. Remaining Russian soldiers left their armored vehicles behind and dispersed into the forest, seeking cover from persistent Ukrainian drone activity. His footage highlights the impact drone can have on large concentrations of armored vehicles. In the Luhansk region, fighting unfolded near the village of Zolotarivka. Russian forces attempted to break through Ukrainian positions, deploying a large number of armored vehicles and attacking from multiple flanks in an effort to disperse Ukrainian units and secure new positions. Ukrainian artillery crews and drone operators were prepared. As Russian armored columns appeared on the horizon, artillery fire targeted the advancing units while drones carried out coordinated strikes, halting the assault. After sustaining multiple hits, the Russian armored personnel carrier, Turtle, comes to a halt, and around 10 Russian infantrymen disembark. They rush into the nearby forest to seek cover from drone surveillance, but kamikaze drone operators continue to strike the exposed forces. A Russian assault team on buggies tried to push deep into Ukrainian lines, but a kamikaze drone strike stopped them in their tracks. Meanwhile, on a separate flank, 4 armored vehicles advanced, only to be met with intense Ukrainian fire and quickly neutralized. After abandoning their damaged armored personnel carrier, the Russian soldiers attempted to flee the battlefield on a buggy. However, Ukrainian kamikaze drone operators were tracking their movement and delivered a precise strike, stopping their escape and striking the vehicle directly. This forced the remaining Russians to flee on foot. The retreating Russian forces were targeted and eliminated by drone strikes. In this final footage, a Ukrainian M2 Bradley engaged a Russian armored personnel carrier. A fierce firefight ensued, ultimately destroying the Russian vehicle. The Russian BTR-24 moved past the Bradley, but its weapons were malfunctioning, firing uncontrollably in all directions. This archival footage demonstrates the effectiveness of the U.S. Bradley against lighter Russian armored vehicles. Thank you for watching Iron Pulse Media. Your support helps us keep reporting from the heart of the action. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time on Iron Pulse Media.